hello. Hello, hello, hello. Emma, hello, hello, hello. Hi, Kaylee. Hello, how are we? Good evening, Sue. Hello, my lovely. Hello, hello, hello. Hi, Lee. Hello again, should I say, guys? Hello. Wait, have I done this just with... No, okay. I thought I did just supporters again. I thought, oh. Hi, Zoe. Hi, Sabs. Hi, Sharon and Caroline. Hello. Hi, Katie. Hello, hello, hello. How are we all? Are you okay? Hi, Leanne. Oh, bless you, Caroline. Thank you for the stars, my lovely. Good evening, Joanne. Hi, Kirsty. How are we all? Thank you, Katie. Good evening, good evening, good evening. It's Friday night. Sue, bless you. Thank you for the stars as well. I'm so sorry. And Linda, bless you. Thank you as well for the stars. So my kids went back to school yesterday. So it's been very bizarre for me. Yesterday was fine, but I felt like I had no energy. Like I worked, but I just felt like I was dragging myself around all day. Today, I had bundles of energy and was working, but I was almost like missing talking to someone. So I've had the weirdest 2 days. So I'm actually quite happy it's the weekend now. So sort of ease me, let alone the kids, back into it. Lisa, bless you. Thank you for the stars as well. So sorry. I don't know what's happening with my yawning. I haven't yawned and then again I come in. Oh, hello, hello, hello. Oh, Kaylee. Bless you. I completely understand. Hi, Sandy. I didn't colour my hair, no. I've chopped my hair off. But no, it's still my natural colour. I don't know, it is looking dark today. I think that's just the lighting. But yeah, I chopped my hair off. But no, I didn't colour it. So today, normal live tonight. All oysters are available. I'm so sorry. Let me get out my system. Let me just have a sip of drink. Okay, perfect. So there are a few of these tonight. Now these were, because I had some left over, so these are still made up from when we did Bags of Plenty. So as you can see, they're still made up in there. Now I actually offered some to the supporters to see if anyone wanted them. So we do have some Bags of Plenty tonight, but like I said, they're not available on the website. It's just for those supporters who did want to grab some leftover ones. Okay, so that's why. So if it's slightly confusing tonight, that's why. So they're not available to buy. They're just sort of, and it's taking so long because again I fell poorly. So they were actually done before. They were posted to supporters before I fell poorly. And again, so that's why we've added it onto the normal live, just so bless them, they can have their Bags of Plenty. Because I was going to do a live just for them, but it's just one of those days. I haven't set alarms for tea tonight. No, I've let him be because yeah, I don't think I could do that every night. Otherwise, I think he would literally get a bit angry. Bless him. And then I won't have any tea, and I like my tea. Yeah, no Alexas tonight. No, just at home, Jodie. Just at home. Yeah, no, not tonight. Like I say, otherwise I won't get a tea. But yeah, it's a good one to keep in my box for the future. Oh my gosh. So sorry again. Right, we're going to jump in with that, and hopefully that will just make it stop the yawning on about. I've actually got a jumper on today as well, which which I don't know, it's a bit cold out, like I've wanted to put my heating on, but at the same time it's not too cold. So yeah, we'll see if it's too hot with the jumper or not. So I did just post an order list on the page, so if you have ordered, you'll see your name on there. If you would like to order, oh, what did I do? Oh, there we go. Sorry, I made myself humongous on my screen. If you would like to order, you can be added on for tonight. However, it will go to the end of the order list, and that's I'll do an update as we go, just like normal. Okay, so let me come back here. It's the bright lights that make you yawn. Oh yeah, possibly. So I have had my hair cut. Yeah, it's all been cut off. Up first today is Zoe Mealy. Zoe Mealy, are you here? Possibly Jodie. Not a full up one, Teresa. I've got the actual box, but I haven't got one which is made up. Zoe, you're here. Yep, I've got both orders together. I did actually put you on the order list twice, but I noticed it. Sometimes I notice it. A lot of the time I don't notice it unless somebody tells me, but I did notice it with your one, so that's absolutely fine. So we will do them together. What I'll say, shall we do your normal oyster openings first and then sparkle dips and openings afterwards? So you've got 2 oysters altogether. Now you have said expand the rainbow here. You can change your mind, however, so I will ask you, what 2 oysters would you like, and would you like to keep or would you like to donate your shells? That's good. Perfect. What do you think? Marie, hello again. Hello. Both of them mystery. Of course you can. So, oh, there we go. So your mystery oyster, donating the shells. Perfect. Thank you. Are there certain colours that you're hoping for? I'm just going to pop this fan on. I think I did make a mistake wearing a jumper. Never mind though, it's done now. So there's 1 and 2. Let me just move that so that's that way. So let's go down. So oyster number 1, my lovely. Like I said, are there certain colours you're hoping for? Quite a nice sharp pop there. Just going to see what comes out. Okay, so there is your mother of pearl. And to start with, I can see a little bit of a peeper towards the side there. You have a blush pink. I'm just having a squidge in here. And there's no more in that one. So your first oyster has given you a blush pink. Let me just hold this up so you can have a closer look. And then moving on to mystery oyster number 2, we have a softer pop there. And in here, there is your mother of pearl. And I can see in here, if I move this back, you are twinning. And twinning with darker twins there. Now again, let me just have a squidge in here for you, Zoe. Okay, so there's no more in that one. Let me dry these up. And then I'll have a look to see what colour they are as well. Okay, so you've got 2 darker gunmetal greys and a blush pink. Now, what do you think to these? If you're happy with these, that's perfect. And you just need to let me know which one you'd like on which item. And if you're not happy, we can swap them for you. So if I pop them on the board, your blush pink is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7. He's a 7.5. Gunmetal number 1 is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5. He's an 8. And gunmetal number 2 is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5. He's an 8 as well. What do you think to those? Good evening, Suzanne. Can you have the pink on the jump ring? Perfect. Let me bring you up so I can write this down. And what do you think to the other colours? So we're going to have pink on there. What would you like to do with the other two? You can indeed. Let me have a little look. Okay, so one dark silver and one light silver. Can you just confirm if you're happy with these two here? So you've got a darker silver and a lighter silver there. And again, I'm just going to bring you back up so I can write this down. So we're going to have, if you're happy with those, we're going to have on there as well. So for the additional lobster fitting, I'll send an invoice over for that, and that will go to the email address that's on the order form tomorrow. Okay, perfect, perfect. You're very, very welcome. Okay, so that's safe on there. And then we're moving on to your sparkle dips. So you've got two sparkle dips, both with oyster openings. So what we'll do is we'll pull out both of the sparkle dips, and then we'll do your two oyster openings afterwards, if that's okay. And then of course, if you would like the pearls on the jewellery, I can hold the pearls up so you can see what you would like where. So with your sparkle dips, I'm just going to give it a little bit of a mix. And then if I dive in, come on. Okay, so you have one of the largest Swastika crystal hearts that we have in the bag at the moment. So this colour is so it's the same style heart as our charms, but of course it's larger, and the colour is a light purple. What do you think to this one? If you would like to stick and keep it, that's perfect. Or if you'd like to risk it, you can twist it. Thank you, Amy. Can you twist? Of course you can. That's not a problem. So again, this is going to stay out of the bag until after we've pulled out your twist. Okay, so again, we're just going to give them a little bit of a mix, and then if we dive in and grab quite a bit of a pinch there. I think that, no, that's not one. Is that one? I think that's one. It is one. Okay, so we've gone to a different style of Swarovski crystal heart. Now this heart is not on the website, and the colour is clear crystal. So let me just pop this on here, then I'll hold him up so you can have a closer look with this one. So as I said, it's a clear crystal, and it's a heart that is off-centered, so it's on the side here with the bail, and then it comes down. Now I'm going to pop my glove underneath, just because then it helps you see the shape of the heart. Now again, with this one, whatever colour you're going to wear, it's going to reflect it through that crystal there. Zoe, I hope you're happy with that one. And then moving on for your second sparkle dip. So again, let me bring you back up. And so this is your second one. You get to stick or twist again with this one. So we're just giving them a mix for you. And then just going to grab a big pinch. Okay, and we've gone for another heart. Now this is the same style of heart as your first one out. However, it is smaller. Normal pendant size for the heart. So I've popped it on backwards, hang on. And the colour is a blue. Okay. So let me bring you back down. So this is with the bail, it's a double heart pendant. So you can see that bail has a heart in itself. And then so it's got the small heart going into the crystal heart. And that crystal is blue. Again, gets lighter and darker as the light hits it there. What do you think to this one, Zoe? Would you like to stick, or would you like to twist with this one? Do you? Oh, bless you. Yes, of course you can. You can twist with that one. So again, that one stays out of the bag until after your twist has come out. So again, I'm just going to give them a mix. Oh, got one in my thumb then. So let's dive in and grab quite a few. Oh, missed the bag. Is that one? No. Okay, and we have this one. Now, Zoe, it was fate. Fate wanted you to have this pendant because you twisted on it on your first one, and it's come out now for your second twist, which means we can't twist on this one again. But I do hope you're happy with it. It is a lovely pendant. And if I pop him next to me, you can sort of see the size there. So it's not huge, but it's just quite a nice statement necklace. I do hope you're happy with that, my lovely. Thank you, Amy. Now you do have 2 oyster openings alongside those. So what 2 oysters would you like? And would you like to keep, or would you like to donate your shells? Oh, bless you. So it came out at the right time, that one. I'm glad you're happy with it then. Mystery and Donate. Now, are there certain colours you're hoping for with these ones? And are you thinking pearl on or pearl off of your jewellery? And 2. And let's go down. So Mystery Oyster number 1. We have a softer pop there. Okay, so straight away I can see, there's your mother of pearl, that you have a beautiful, quite a large dark purple to start with. Let me pop him out and then let me have a squidge in here. There's no more in that one. So here is your dark purple to start with there. And then moving on to Mystery Oyster number 2, Zoe. We have again a softer pop there. And in here, there's your mother of pearl. Lisa, bless you, thank you for the stars. And you are twinning. And you're twinning with light lilac purple. And there's no more in that one. So let me dry these up for you. And pop them in the sand as well. What do you think to these? Now, like I say, if you're happy with these, that's perfect. And if you'd like them on the jewellery, let me know which ones you'd like wear. And if you'd like to swap them, we can do so for you as well. If I pop them on the board, Lilac Purple number 1 is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, he's a 7. Number 2 is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, he's a 7. And the larger, darker purple is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, not an 8, he's an 8.5. So you'd like to swap the larger, darker purple for a brighter icy blue and have that on a hoop fitting. Of course we can. Can you pop that on charge for me as well, please? Now, with your other ones, are you thinking pearls on the jewellery? Thank you, Bab. Or are you thinking pearls loose? So there's the purple pearls with the larger heart. Can you have the largest on the purple heart and the other on a lobster fitting? You can indeed. So let me bring you up. Actually, let me show you that blue first. Are you happy with that blue there? And let me bring you up so I can write this down. So we're going to have purple heart, larger purple twin, small heart, no pearl, and then invoice for the icy blue on a hoop fitting, and the other purple on a lobster. A blue lighter, of course you can. So lighter icy blues. So I've gone quite lighter there. Let me show you that one. Would you prefer the lighter one there? Thank you, Natalie. I hope you're well as well. Yes, that's perfect. Okay, so that one is yours. So was that all correct? I'm just going to read that out again for you. So we're going to have on the larger purple crystal, we're going to have the larger purple twin. Then you'd like to have the icy blue on a hoop fitting, the clear heart with no pearl, and a lobster fitting on the other purple twin. Just confirm for me if that's all correct. Again, the invoice will get sent through tomorrow for you. It will just be all on one invoice because we've opened the orders together. So yeah, it will be combined on there. Okay. Just popping these on there. That's perfect. Perfect. You're very welcome then. So like I say, I hope you'll be happy with everything once it arrives. And thank you for the donations with your shells. And that's safe up there for you. Yeah, pearly dips can be tonight. I'll have to grab the bag, but they are made up, yes. Hello. So perfect. Sorry about that. Up next is Sue Luden. Sue, are you here? Hi Joyce, hello. Oh wow, oh Marie, thank you. Just picked up a tea. There we go. Thank you Marie for the stars, my lovely. I'm looking for Sue Luden. Are you here? Oh, that's too hot to drink. So if anybody sees Sue, please comment on her comment. It will bring it forward so I can see you. Sue, if you're here, please type I'm invisible. So sorry. Again, that will bring it forward so I can see you. So Sue Luden, are you here? Lillian, bless you. Thank you for the stars there. Oh gosh, Laura, I know. I'm not actually that. I don't feel tired. Oh. Sue, hello. Sue, you have one opening altogether. What type of oyster would you like? And would you like to keep or would you like to donate your shells? What do you think? You're invisible. Oh, bless you. I can see you now. We possibly may have a slight delay. If that's the case, we'll just I can just bear with you now. I know you're here. I can just wait for your comment to come through, so it's not a problem, my lovely. If we've got a slight delay, I'll bear with you. Rebecca, bless you. Thank you for the stars as well. So yeah, so you have one opening altogether. What type of oyster would you like, and would you like to keep or would you like to donate your shells? Zoe, bless you. Thank you, my lovely. All being very, very generous today. Thank you. So, mystery and keep, and you're hoping for a oil slick. I don't know what group it was in. It might have been the Squidgy Pops group actually. Our Squidgy Pops group is just for supporters, but it could have been the other one. But in one of the groups, somebody posted that oil slick pearl, and the photo they got of it was amazing. Yeah, I love the oil slick. So Sue, fingers crossed for you. So let's go down Mystery Oyster. So we have a softer pop there. And in here, so you can see there's no pearls on that side. Now I can see straight away you are twinning. Oh wow, Lou, bless you. Thank you for the stars, my lovely. Sue, you are twinning. Now these are, I'm going to say they're more of a blush pink, but they've got a slight pinkle tone to them. So pinkle is a mix between pink and purple. With these ones, I'm definitely going to say they're definitely more pink, but they do have that slight sort of purpley tone to them. When I hold them up, hopefully you'll see what I mean. Sorry, I'm just cleaning up the shells for you. Now, I know you said you're hoping for an oil slick, so if you prefer to swap one of these or both, there's definitely quite a bit of a weight on an oil slick. So just keep that in mind. I don't mind popping you on the waiting list, but just keep making you aware that there is that weight there. Or of course, if you're not happy with these colours and you prefer a different one, we can do that for you as well. So what do you think to these? Blush pink with a slight hint of pinkle twins. If I pop them on the board, pink number 1 is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, he's an 8. And pink number 2 is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, he's a 7.5. So if I pop them next to each other, I can slightly see that that one is visually smaller. It's measuring smaller. So they are different sizes there, if that has an impact on which one you'd like wear or colour wise. Kirsty, bless you. Thank you for the stars as well. Now I'm just wrapping up your shells for you. They're gorgeous. Can you swap one for an oil slick and have the other on a hoop fitting? You can indeed. Do you have a preference which one you'd like to keep? So would you like to keep the larger or the smaller one? Let me bring you back up. And if I write this down, so we're going to have oil slick on the jewellery. On a hoop. And we're going to put swap the larger or smaller for an oil slick. Keep the large one please, and yes, oil slick on the jewellery. So swap the smaller pink for oil slick. So just to confirm, what I've got down here is oil slicks going on the jewellery. We're going to swap the smaller pink twin for that oil slick, but there is going to be a weight, so you understand that there is going to be a weight on that. But as soon as it comes in, we can get that processed. And then the larger pinky pinkle you'd like on a hoop fitting, that invoice will get sent through for you tomorrow, and that will go to the email address that's on the order form, Sue. I hope that's all correct, and I hope you're happy with all of that. I've wrapped up your shells as well, so they're all nice and safe for you, and that's safe up there. Yeah, no, you're very, very welcome, my lovely. Ruby Ann, I do, yes, we do deliver to New Zealand. Okay, so up next this evening is Anna Church. Anna, are you here? Anna, hello, hello, hello. And that's perfect. Thank you, Anna, my lovely. Okay, so Anna, you have our first bags of plenty for the night. I'm ever so sorry. I've split my lip. I'm just going to have to put some of that on, otherwise I can just feel it. Okay, so our first bags of plenty for the night. Let me just go through. You've got Mr. Licky Face, Mr. Winky Face, Mr. Muscles, Pink Smiles, and, oh, there's another two, hang on, Yellow Smiles, or Mr. Kissy Face. I didn't realise there were so many, otherwise I would have set them up behind me. So, again, Mr. Kissy Face, Yellow Smiles, Pink Smiles, Mr. Muscles, Mr. Winky Face, and Mr. Licky Face. Mr. Winky Face, that one. Okay, let me just pop these other ones out of my way. Okay, so would you like to keep or would you like to donate the shells that are in here, my lovely? Okay, so Mr. Winky Face. Sophie, let me get this open. Okay, so you've got a orange parcel here. I'm just going to pop that down and this can go down there. So let's go down. Let's get this open. Donate the shells, Anna. Thank you, my lovely. Okay, so I'm just opening this up. I mean, I'm just going to rip it. Get in. Oh, now, Anna, you've got a pendant. I've just popped the pendant to the back here. And you've got 1 and 2 oysters with that pendant. Now, this pendant, for the people who've been watching a few years, will remember this pendant. If you haven't been watching a few years, it'll be new to you. However, it's not going on the website. Okay, so I don't know if you remember, but this is our old Dreamcatcher pendant. So if I show you, you can see that it's a Dreamcatcher at the top. You do have a few zircon crystals dotted around. Then at the bottom here, you've got 1, 2 feathers, and then the pearl goes in the middle. But then the pearl is double drilled because at the bottom of the pearl sits another feather. So what, oh, let me get on camera. So what you see is the middle section there will have a pearl in it, but then you've got 3 feathers. Do you remember, Anna? I hope you're happy with this one then. So your pearl, like I say, will sit in between the feather and the pendant there, and then it will hang almost, almost about this length actually. So it comes down like that. So I have a little treasure trove of jewellery here. And I found this one. I was like, oh my gosh, I love, love, love this pendant. So yeah, Anna, I hope you're happy with that. So you've got 2 oysters with this one. Let me get them open. So obviously, like I say, 1 pearl goes on that pendant. Then whatever else is in here, you get to keep for you. You love it. Perfect. Okay, so let's go back down. I've just opened those up there. I don't know why we brought you up for me to open them. So oyster number 1. There's one side. Oh. And the other side. Wow, okay, so straight away you are twinning, and you're twinning with two-tonal Smurf and Pepsi Blue. Now there's no more in that one. Let me just dry these up for you. I'm going to show you them individually. So your first one, you've got darker and lighter areas as you go around the pearl there. And then pearl number 2, again, you've got darker and lighter areas as you go around. And then moving on to oyster number 2, again from your bags of plenty. There's one side and the other side. And in here you have a gold pearl. And there's no more in that one. So twinning two-tonal Pepsi and Smurf blues and a gold as well. Now, what do you think to these colours, Anna? And which one would you like on your jewellery? Here they are in the sand so you can have a closer look. And then on the board, your gold is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, he's a 7. Blue number 1 is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, he's an 8. And then blue number 2 is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, he's a 7.5. So the blues are measuring at different sizes there. So this one here is a number 8 and this one is a 7.5. Gold on the pendant, blues on the pin caps. Of course you can. Let me bring you back up. And let me pop those in there. And then let me write that down for you. So we're going to have gold on there. On pin caps. Perfect. I've got that down for you. Now, again, your invoice will get sent through to the email address that's on the order form, and that will get sent through tomorrow. Anna, I hope you're happy with that. Oh, bless you, Sheila. That will be added on for tonight, the opening tonight, if you're happy for it to be today. So, Anna, my lovely, thank you very, very much for the donations with your shells. And like I say, I do hope you'll be happy with everything once it arrives, and that's safe up there for you as well. Perfect. No, you're very, very welcome. Very happy. Perfect, Sheila. Not a problem. Right, up next this evening is Tiffany Gardner. Tiffany, are you here? So like I say, everyone who's ordered, I will do an order list. I'll do an updated order list, hopefully as we go, if not as we come to the end of this one here. If I just try and print these off actually quickly, then I can possibly update it as we go. So I am looking for Tiffany Gardner. Tiffany, bear with me just a second. I'm just printing these off if you're here, and then I can come back to the comments. Okay, perfect. I've had my hair all cut off. So if I sit up, it's like, I mean, this is my hair just wavy and meh. If I straighten it, it's just slightly longer, as you can imagine. But yeah, I've had it all cut off. Tiffany, hello. Okay, so you have a Bags of Plenty. You have Mr. Kissy Face, Yellow Smiles, Pink Smiles, Mr. Licky Face, and Mr. Muscles. So these bags of plenty were the leftover ones from the last time we did it, and they were offered to the supporters. So they're not available for today. Okay, so this is just them having their if they had one, if that makes sense. These are not on the website at the moment today. So again, I'll go through for you, Tiffany. Mr. Muscles, Mr. Licky Face, Pink Smiles, Yellow Smiles, and Mr. Kissy Face. Oh, bless you, Sheila. Mr. Muscles, please donate the shells. I think he was one of the first ones I've shown, wasn't he? So 1, 2, 3, here he is. Okay, so Mr. Muscles, let's get him open for you. Also have a orange parcel there. Okay, so let's go down for you. And in here, okay, so we have 1, 2, 3 oysters, and you have a bracelet. So your 3 oysters, let's have a look at this bracelet. Now this bracelet definitely holds 1 pearl, and that's in the center here. So this has a belcher chain going along. Then in the center you have a heart. Now your pearl is going to sit in the center of that heart. Now if you wanted to, you can add additional pearls onto the belcher section, onto these chains here, but your pearl from today will be sitting in the center of that heart there. Tiffany, I hope you're happy with that. So it actually sits like so. Now 3 oysters alongside that, which means you're going to have a good selection of pearls to pick from for that bracelet. So let me just get these open for you. You're very welcome, Tiffany. So there's 1, 2, and 3. Okay, so now we're going to open up this one first. He's got a little bit of a crack in him. Can you see that there? So this shell, I think, is going to fall apart as we get him open. There's one side and the other side. Oh, and popped out there straight away. You have a autumn peach. Now there's no more in that one. So your first one is a autumn peach. Let me dry him up for you. Then moving on to oyster number 2. There's one side and the other side. Oh, similar colour, but you've got a brighter coral here, and there's no more in that one. So again, let me just dry up your brighter coral for you. And then moving on to your last oyster from your bags of plenty. There's one side and the other side. Ooh, and in here you are twinning. And you are twinning with Candy Floss Pink Twins. And there's no more in that one. So let me dry these up for you. Okay, so you have a autumn peach, a coral, and twinning candy floss pinks, which is slightly two-tonal as well. So you've got lighter and darker areas to them. Now, Tiffany, if you're happy with these, which one would you like in that centre of that heart on that bracelet? Your autumn peach is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, he's a 7. Your coral is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, he's a 7. Two-tonal pink number 1 is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, he's an 8. And two-tonal pink number 2 is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, not an 8, he's an 8.5. So again, the twins are slightly larger and smaller there, so different sizes. So the larger one's this one, visually smaller one's that one, if that has any difference or any impact on your decision there. Pink on the bracelet, of course you can. Let me bring you back up. Is it the larger or the smaller pink that you would like on there? Ella SG, thank you for the stars. So I'm just popping this on here. Like I say, larger or smaller pink. Perfect, I've got that down for you. Larger pink on there. Tiffany, I'm glad you're happy with that. Thank you very much for the donations with your shells as well. And that's safe up there for you. So thank you, my lovely. I'm sorry, because I've got the fan on, it keeps blowing hair right into like the corner of my mouth. So hang on. Ugh, there we go. Who makes the tea? Aaron does. So I'm actually in an office in my garden, Jade. So yeah, Aaron can still bring the tea out to me, bless him. And Lindsay Kinlock, you are up next and you are ready. It's back. Can you say that? Stay. It's perfect brushing. Sorry, I feel like Little Mermaid with her fork. Deary me. Lindsay, sorry. You'd like Mr. Kissy Face and to keep your shells. Lindsay, you are on it. So, Mr. Kissy Face is this one here. Let's get him open. Tiffany, you're very, very welcome. So you also have a orange parcel. So let's go down. Just a little help from yeah, I don't want to set off everyone's things. So I don't want to say the name. Right, okay, so in here, Lindsay, you have 1 and 2 oysters and you have a pendant as well. Now, let me see if I can pop this pendant on here for you. Now, a pearl does go on this pendant, but if you don't want a pearl on here, you don't have to. Okay, so it's one of those ones. Now, let me hold them up so you can see. Hopefully, you're going to see the detail in this one. This is one of our flower pendants. I cannot remember the name of this one on the website, but it's more intricate flower design. So basically, you've got the larger and smaller flowers on this one. Now, if you have your pearl on here, it does sit at the top and it will be able to move around. It sort of sits in the centre at the top there. Lindsay, I do hope you're happy with that one. And like I say, 2 oysters alongside him. So let me get these open for you. and 2. Okay, so oyster number 1. That's beautiful. Oh, I'm glad you're happy with it. There's one side and the other side. So in oyster number 1, I can see straight away that you have a icy blue. There's no more in that one. Now, because you'd like to clean your shells, I'm going to be cleaning them as we go. So please just bear with me. Okay, so icy blue 2 starts with here. Let me hold them up so you can see. And then moving on to oyster number 2, which again is from your Bags of Plenty. There's one side and the other side. Oh, and in here you have a lemon yellow, and there's no more in that one. Okay, so that's, to me, that's a hard decision if you want the pearl on the jewellery, because yeah, to me instantly lemon yellow, but then because the blue's almost like a sky blue, that sort of sings as well. Lindsay though, what do you think and what would you like to do? And like I said again, you don't have to have the pearl on there if you don't want to, but it does sort of come with the pearl on there already, if that makes sense. So that is your icy blue and the lemon yellow. And if I pop them on the board for you, they do look very similar in size actually. Your icy blue is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6. He's a 6.5. And the lemon yellow is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6. He's also a 6.5. So they are the same size there. Excuse me. What do you think, my lovely? Would you prefer to have the blue or the yellow? Or, like I say, none at all? Icy blue on the pendant. Perfect. Let me bring you back up again. And if I pop these in here, I'll write that down for you. Thank you, Lindsay. I don't think it came through to me then, but thank you for commenting on it there. So if I write down that we're going to have icy blue on there. Perfect. Okay, so thank you as well. Actually, no, sorry. Oh, I suppose thank you. But no, I've wrapped up your shells for you. And Lindsay, I hope you'll be happy with everything as well once it arrives. And that's it there for you, my lovely. Okay, and up next is Caroline Rensberg. Caroline, are you here? I'm just going to quickly write the order list. Again, there is still spaces available if you would like to order for today. And those of you who have ordered, I'm just quickly typing out the order list, because after Caroline's opening, if she's here, I'll post that order list and read it out, so then you can all hear whereabouts you are. Okay, perfect. So let me come back to the comments. Oh, Caroline, you're here. Hello, hello, hello. So Caroline, can you have mystery and donate your shells? Of course you can. Is there a certain colour that you're hoping for? So your mystery oyster, you've got one opening today. Let me get them open. And then let's go down. So your mystery oyster, oh, sharp pop there. And in here, there is your mother of pearl. Now I can see a little peeper there. Oh, 1, 2, and 3. You have, did you see, hang on, that, there we go, it rolled off camera there. You have triples. You are quadding. Hoping for a green or a red. And there's no more in that one. You are quadding, my lovely. Which means you've got the 4 pearls in the 1 oyster. Now you was hoping, like I said, for the blue, no, for the green or the red. So if you would like to swap these, we can do so, but obviously if you're happy with these, that's perfect as well. So if I hold them up, you have a coral, a dark purple, candy floss pink, and a lemon yellow. So coral, dark purple, candy floss pink, and lemon yellow. If I pop them on the board for you, your lemon yellow is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, he's a 7. Candy floss pink is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, he's a 7. Dark purple is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, he's a 7. And your coral is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, he's a 7 as well. What do you think to those, my lovely? Can we please swap the coral for a sea green and the pink for a red? Of course we can. Now, can you just confirm, would you be happy with these ones here? So the pink and the coral down the bottom, the ones were taken away, and then that green and red there, are you happy with those? Let me just bring you back up again. Perfect. No, you're very, very welcome. So that's safe up there for you then, Caroline. So I hope you're happy with that once it arrives. And of course, thank you for the donations with your shells as well. Okay, so like I said, I'm going to be doing an updated order list, but just bear with me a second because I just need to quickly go through and read the notes just to double check that they're all for tonight. Only takes me a second. Almost done. Yeah, one more. Okay, perfect. So, updated order list. I'm going to update it on the page, and then also I'll do a verbal one as well, so you don't have to disappear to look at the page. Although if you prefer to see it written, then I'll tell you when to refresh the page. Just give me a second to copy and paste that over. Okay, so it's going to be posted under the order list that we did earlier. So if you would like to find that, it's on the Pearls of Brecon page where we're live from now. Go scroll past the pin post, past the video that we're on now, and then it'll be that post there. So the order list is... so up next is Wendy Walker, and then Cara Schoen, Lou Ryan, Sheila Lowe, and Leah Walton. Okay, so that's the order list there. So I'm looking forward to start with Wendy Walker. Wendy, are you here? Thank you, Linda. I've had it cut off. I had about... Well, it was about down to here. So I've had, yeah, quite a bit cut off. And I've had the underneath of it shaved and patterned as well. Yeah, and I've also got bangs. So it's a massive change. I've pinned them up today, but yeah, I've got bangs which come to about here. Had it all short and the underneath shaved, so it's, yeah, some big difference. Wendy, hello, hello, hello. You are here, my lovely. We'll do your normal oyster openings first, and we'll do your sparkle dip and openings afterwards. So you've got 2 openings altogether. Oh, where are we going? What 2 oysters would you like? And would you like to keep, or would you like to donate your shells? Oh, what have I missed there? Amelia, you're having a sleepover. Hello, Amelia, my lovely. I hope you have a fantastic sleepover. Thank you, Linda. It's the ones which have, I won't be, look, it keeps, I'm going to have to turn the fan off. It's the mirror one, is the one which has the yellows, purples and blues. I don't have one to show right now, but possibly with the sparkle dip, if something comes out in a mirror sort of colour, I'll shout out Pamela. All mystery, Wendy. Okay, so donating the shells, 1 and 2. Now, are there certain colours that you're hoping for? There's 1 and 2. Not a problem, Lorraine. Sorry, I didn't see the comment before though. So let's go down. Mystery oyster number 1. You have a sharper pop there. And in your first oyster, Wendy, there's your mother of pearl. And I can see that you are twinning. And you're twinning with Candy Floss Pink Twins. Hoping for blues. Okay, fingers crossed for some blues. There's no more in that one. So if I just dry these up for you. So twinning Candy Floss Pink Twins to start with. And then moving on to Oyster number 2. Oh, and again, another good deep pop with that one. And in here, there's your mother of pearl, a little bit flesh there, but again, no pearls on that side. Now you've got a runaway there, but I can see that you are quadding. Excuse me. You are quadding in your second oyster, so twinning and quadding, Wendy. So again, let me just dry these up for you and we'll go through the colours. Now you're hoping for blues, and you do have a single icy blue here. So of course, if you're not happy with any of these, or if you prefer to swap, do let us know and we can do that for you. So you've got a dark chocolate, a autumn peach, a coral and a icy blue. And then of course you've got your twinning Candy Floss pinks as well. So what do you think to those? And if you're happy, which ones would you like where? And like I say, if you're not happy, we can swap them for you. If I pop them on the board, Candy Floss Pink number 1 is not a 5. Oh, sorry, not a 5.5, not a 6, he's a 6.5. Candy Floss number 2 is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, he's also a 6.5, so they're the same size there. Your icy blue is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, he's a 7. Your coral's not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, he's a 7. Your autumn peach is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, he's a 7. And your chocolate is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, he's a 7 as well. Wendy, what do you think to those? If you're happy, which ones would you like where? And of course, if you're not happy, like I say, we can swap them for you. Swap the chocolate and the autumn peach for Pepsi blues, for the jewellery, invoice for pinks for studs. Would that be okay? It would, however, I think there's going to be a wait on Pepsi blues at the moment because I have only got, and to be fair, that's not even, I don't think that's, no, it's a darker TARDIS blue in a Pepsi blue pot. Let me just have a look at the TARDIS blues. Yeah, no, so there's, oh, run away. There's going to be a wait on, oh, apparently I'm clumsy today. There's going to be a wait on Pepsi blues. Can you, if you can just confirm for me that you don't mind waiting, then I can definitely do that for you. Or if you, oh, icy blues would be okay. Okay, do you prefer brighter or lighter icy blues? So these are the brighter. I'm just seeing if I've got 2 matching, or if you prefer the lighter ones, let me know and I can grab 2 of those instead. Brighter, perfect. That's what I've got. Just got. I'm just. Oh, that one's quite nice. Just having a quick look. So it may be I might have to match this off the live just because I'm struggling to find two which are the same size. Now there's definitely not going to be a weight because I've definitely, oh yeah, I'm going to match them off the live if that's okay. Like I say, there's definitely not going to be a weight because I do have some more icy blues as well. It's just to find the same size, but let me write this down. So we're going to have bright icy blues on there, and we're going to swap the chocolate and the autumn peach for bright icy blues, and you'd like to be invoiced for the candy pink twins on studs. Okay, that's fine, perfect, bless you, thank you for understanding. Like I say, definitely can be done, and I've got more blues as well, so it's just so then we can definitely get a pair that sort of match in size and colour. But I've got down there, it'll be the brightest blue, so it will sort of be that nice bright blue you've just seen there, and I've just popped them in different bags, so it's definitely these two we're swapping out for those blues. And like I say, again, there's no weight on that. That will get done straight away tomorrow when I start processing the orders through. Okay, and the invoice as well will be sent through for you tomorrow, and that will go to the email address that's on the order form, Wendy. So you also have 2 sparkle dips with oyster openings as well. So if we pull out both of your sparkle dips, and then we'll do both of the oyster openings afterwards. And then again, if you'd like to see the pearls next to the jewellery, I can hold them up and we can go through on what you'd like to do with those as well. I hope that's okay. So I'll just wait for you to confirm, and then we'll pull out your sparkle dips. Sorry, I think I've got a slight delay, so I'm just gonna, that's fine as well, bless you, Wendy. Okay, so if I dive in here for you, I'm just gonna give them a quick mix first, and then I'm gonna pinch a load. Oh, they started falling before I even got to the top of the bag then. Oh, I think I've still got 2. Okay, so we've got this one here. So I think we saw this style of heart earlier, but we haven't seen it in this colour. So this is the golden shadow offset heart. So you can see here you've got the larger section of the heart towards the top, then obviously it comes round and down, and that's in a golden shadow colour, which again you can see the different golds as that catches the light and as it moves in the light. Now Wendy, again, if you're happy with this one, that's perfect, you can stick, and if you prefer to risk it, you can twist it. So just let me know what you would like to do. Twist with that one, Wendy. Okay, so that one will stay out of the bag until after the twist, and then it gets added back in again. So if we bring you back up, and if we give them a mix, and if I dive in, oh, I've got one. Okay. You have one of my favourite pendants and colour combinations that's come out here. Now again, I'm quite biased with this one, Wendy, so if you're not happy, I do apologise. Obviously this is your twist. Oh, but I hope you're happy with it. So I'm just popping it on the chain for you. Oh, I do love it. Okay, so Kathy, bless you, thank you for the stars. This is the purple and blue Rhombus Swastika crystal growing pendant. Ah, like I say, this is one of my favourite colour combinations in the Swastika crystal. So as you can see, it's got blues and purples depending on where the light hits it. Lots of sparkle in this one, and it's the growing growing crystal effect in the centre there. If you can see that. It is beautiful. But Wendy, I hope you're happy with that one, my lovely. So if you're gorgeous, yay, I'm glad you're happy with it. So that's your first sparkle dip there. So let me just take that off here. So I'll leave it out though, because obviously we can hold pearls against it in a moment. And then your second dip, so again with this one you can stick or twist again. So I'm just giving them another mix, and then if I dive in again, nice big pinch here. Oh, and you have this one. Now this one is a clear crystal pendant. So you've got that one full of colour and now a clear one. So let me pop him on here and go down. So let's go down. This is a rounded rectangle clear crystal Swastika crystal pendant. So as you can see here, it's still got body to it. If I just hold it with the glove on top, you can definitely see the facets in the crystal shape and the shape of the actual pendant as well. Now again, Wendy, if you are happy with this one, you can stick, and if you would like to risk it, you can twist it, my lovely. Twist with that one as well. Ooh. Okay, so again, this one doesn't go back in the bag until after we've pulled your twist out, and then it does get added back in again. So again, just going to give them a little mix, and if I dive in, oh, okay, so we've got this one here. Do you like how that one landed on my hand there? Okay, so this one here, now this one's quite unusual. I have shown one like this before, but again, this one's never been on the website. So this is an oval Swastika crystal. Let's go down, and this has the frosted section in the center. So again, it's clear crystal, and then in the center here, if you can see that, it has this almost frosted design. So it's clear crystal on the top and the bottom, and the frosted design in the center. Again, it's got quite a nice width, if you like, to the pendant there, and then it can sort of reflect back the colours you pop on underneath it. Wendy, I hope you're happy with that one as well. So again, if I bring you back up there, you've got 2 oyster openings with those. What 2 oysters would you like, and would you like to keep, or would you like to donate your shells? Is the other one on the website? It's not, no, Suzanne, but I've got definitely one more that will be going in the sparkle dip bag after today. I can't remember how many I've got, but I know I've definitely got another one. And yeah, it will only be in the sparkle dip bag, but it won't be added today, because the sparkle dip bag gets re-topped up after each live. So for example, if like that pendant's gone, or if any of them Not all of them, but some of them I do have multiple of. So then, yeah, we'll top it back up again. Wendy, mystery and donate. So are we thinking pearls on or pearls off of your jewellery? Depth. Thank you, Jackie. Did I say width? Because width is sideways along, isn't it? Length, width. Dearie me. Let's go down. So your mystery oyster. Oh, quite a nice deeper pop there. Oh, okay. So did you see that? It ran out backwards there because the flesh got stuck to the other side of the shell. So then the flesh has actually come away from both sides of the shell, but I am just going to have a squidge of this flesh. So you've got a grape purple that's come out of your first oyster, and there's no more in that one. Thank you, Lindsay. There's a grape purple, Wendy, and then moving on to mystery oyster number 2, we have a lighter pop there. And in here again, another runaway. There's your mother of pearl, but with this one I can definitely see that you are twinning. So twinning with blush pinks there, and there's no more in that one. Okay, so let me dry these up for you. You have a grape purple and blush pink twins. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to measure them first, and then I will hold them against the jewellery. Unless, Wendy, you let me know that you prefer to just have the jewellery as it is and the pearls loose, I can do that for you as well. So pink number 1 is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, he's a 7.5. Pink number 2 is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, he's a 7. So again, the pinks are measuring slightly different in size there. And then your purple is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, he's a 7 as well. So if I pop them next to the jewellery, now the oval pendant is on the jewellery first, on the card first, sorry. So this is the oval with the purple. And then we've got the oval with the pink. And you too, Margaret, my lovely. And then if we swap the pendants over, so we can bring this rhombus back, growing crystal back. So this is the purple and blue one. So this is your grape purple alongside this one. And then a pink. You know what? I quite like it with both of them. Okay, so again, I'll show you again. So purple, and then I'll swap back to the oval one. So purple and pink, and then purple and pink. And again, if you're not happy with these colours, we can swap them for you. So it's going to be up to you, Wendy, my lovely, on what you would prefer to do. Swap a pink for a sea green. Now I've just taken away the smaller pink. However, if you prefer to swap out the larger pink, do let me know. Yep, Liz, we do give the option that you don't have to have the pearl on the jewellery. We give the option so you can have the jewellery as it is and the pearls loose, but the option is also there for the pearl on the jewellery, so it's completely your own decision. So the sea green, I'll pop the sea green with this one. And I'm going to see the sea green next to this purple one as well. I'm not going to lie, I'm quite interested. I quite like a colour combination. Let's have a look. Okay. What do you think though, Wendy? Sea green on the growing crystal, perfect. And would you like a colour, a pearl on the oval? I'm just going to write this down though as well. So we're going to have growing crystal. We've got the sea green. Swap purple for red and put that on the clear crystal. Perfect. So oval, we're going to go for red, and let me just swap that though so you can have a look as well. So swap the purple. The sea green's gone in the bag with the oval crystal, that's why you can't see it now. For a red. And let's just pop this one back on the card as well so you can see the red next to this one. Okay, so, oh, I like that. There is your red. Can you just confirm that you're happy with those two that I added in for you? And then of course that pink is yours. That's perfect. Perfect. I'm glad you're happy. Let me just pop these all in here. So I've got that all down for you. Again, the invoice for the studs will get sent through tomorrow. Let me pop these all on here. Oh, I breathed in my hair then. I'm going to have to turn the fan off again. I don't want to. Wendy, thank you for the donations with your shells. Like I say, I hope you'll be happy with everything once it arrives. And that's safe up there for you, my lovely. Now I'm just gonna see if I can reach a hair clip just to, it's driving me crazy. Haha. There we go. Just clip it out of the way. Right, that's so much better. Oh, Wendy, you're very, very welcome. Up next is Cara Schoen. Cara, are you here? Oh, Bethany, not today, because like I say, it's a wavy, poofy delight. But yeah, I'll see for Sunday if I can get it. And because obviously the fringe is pinned back, it will come and it will just be sitting here like this. So yeah, I'll see if I can possibly have it down, but then I'll have to put it up because if I've got the fan on, like I say, it's blowing in my face and it's driving me crazy. Cara, hello. Cara, you have 2 openings altogether. What 2 oysters would you like, and would you like to keep or would you like to donate your shells? Paige, I can't guarantee that, my lovely, and it also depends on what the order is. So we normally say it can be up to a 14 working day turnaround. Obviously, In the past I've had illness and stuff, which does make that slightly longer, but getting back onto the 14-day turnaround at the moment. Cara, Mystery Oyster, donating your shells. Now, are there certain colours that you're hoping for, my lovely? Let me get these open. There's 1 and 2. So let's go down. Oyster number 1. We have a lighter pop there. And there is your mother of pearl. So in here, that there's, I don't know if you've seen that, that's just a piece of shell that fell off, okay. So if we have a squidge, and you are twinning, it is definitely a pink kind of night tonight. There's no more in that one. Now these two here, one's actually a pink, one is a pinkle, and they're different sizes. So you've got twins, but like you can see here, hopefully you've got more of a pink one, more of a pinkle, and this one, the pinkle, looks like he is visually larger than the pink there. And then moving on to oyster number 2, seeing what comes out first. Okay, so we'll see what comes out and we'll go from there, Cara, my lovely. Oyster number 2, oh, I love it. There's your mother of pearl, and I can see that you are twinning for a second time, and you're twinning with blue twins there, and there's no more in that one. Okay, so these are a very light Pepsi blue, and again, one looks slightly lighter than the other. There's not a big difference, but there is a slight difference in those blues there. So the blues look visually the same size, slightly different shades, and the pinks look, well, one's a pink, one's a pinkle, and the pinkle definitely looks larger. 2 twins, yes, definitely. Now it's completely up to you, Cara. If you're happy with these, which ones would you like on the jewellery? And if you're not happy, we can swap them for you. So the larger pinkle is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, he's an 8. And the pink is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, he's a 7.5. So they are different colours and measuring differently. Slightly darker blue is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, he's an 8. And the lighter blue is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, he is also an 8. So the blues are slightly different in shade, but they are measuring the same size there. What do you think to those, my lovely? My board? No? Oh, it's got a wobble to it, but that's only because the tray underneath has got a bow. So yeah, it just has a wobble, but that's because of the tray. But the board isn't damaged. Swap the pinks for sea greens. Oh, swap the pink for a sea green for a lobster. Blues on the earrings and lobster on a pinkle. Okay, perfect. Have a look at this sea green for me and let me know if that green's okay. Oh, possibly. I'll have a look in a second. Sorry, wrong board. So let me just write this down for you. We're going to have the blues on there, and then invoice for the others on a lobster fitting. Perfect. No, Cara, you're very, very welcome. I'm just popping these in here for you. So again, your invoice will get sent through for you tomorrow, and it will go to the email address that's on your order form as well. And again, thank you for the donations with your shells. And that's safe up there for you. My measuring board, yeah, it is. It's it's lasted us almost 5 years now, this measuring board. So yeah, it is getting slightly worn, bless it. And my dad doesn't actually make, he doesn't have his laser machine anymore. He stopped doing that. So yeah, I do need to find another laser company to get one made, I think. Yeah, because I wouldn't want to damage this one completely, because that's really, I'd like to keep that as a little memento, because that's, yeah, I do love that. Sorry, Cara, you're very, very welcome. Right, but it can still measure. Obviously, the holes are the same size. It's just, yeah, it's just the aesthetics of it. But yeah, the holes are still the holes. And I know the holes numbers off by heart now, don't I? Laura, do you have to... Laura, email me, my lovely. I'm very happy to purchase one. Very happy. And obviously it has to, I mean, email me and I can, yeah. If you do, that would be amazing. Let me know. But yeah, email me if you have chance to. Oh, that's made me happy. And if you can't, obviously it's absolutely fine. Right, up next is Lou Ryan. Lou, are you here? Sorry, you can see I get very excited over things I'm passionate about. I go right in, there's no midway point. It's like, oh yes please. So sometimes I need to take a step back and reassess the emotion to the situation. Oh, I'm just going to print this one off. So Lou, if you're here, bear with me just 1 second. Perfect. Okay. Lou, hello, hello, hello. Yeah, no, of course, Laura. Whenever you're ready, that's brilliant. Thank you. Oh, thank you. Lou, my lovely. Hello, hello, hello. So you have 2 openings altogether. Lou, what 2 oysters would you like? And would you like to keep or would you like to donate your shells? What do you think? Mystery and donate. Are there certain colours, Lou, that you're hoping for? So you've got number 1 and number 2. Let me get these open for you. There's number 1 and number 2. So let's go down. Mystery oyster number 1. Oh, we have a lighter pop there. And in here, there is your mother of pearl. So many colours. Okay, fingers crossed for a colour you're hoping for. Now it's definitely a pinky kind of night tonight. Look at this. Lou, you are twinning. And again, it's this sort of pinky pinkle kind of colour. It's not a full pinkle because it's got more pink in it. But it's not a full pink because it's got a splash of purple in him. So pinkly pink twins here. Let me pop them in the sand. Oh, they look quite pink in the sand, but to me, not on the camera. They do look like they've got a bit of purple in them. And then moving on to Mystery Oyster number 2. Again, a lighter pop there. And in here, there's your mother of pearl. Oh, and I can see that you're quadding. 1, 2, 3, 4. You are quadding, my lovely. So twinning and quadding. Do any of these colours fit the list that you're hoping for? Let me dry these ones up as well, and we'll pop them in the sand. Okay, so you have got a hot pink, a icy blue, a TARDIS blue, and look at this one, it's like a golden watermelon. No, not watermelon, so sorry, golden autumn peach. There we go. Look at all of these. Now, Lou, again, if you're happy with these, that's perfect. I'll need to know which ones you'd like where, and we can swap them for you if you're not happy. So from the top, those pinkly pinks, you've got hot pink, icy blue, TARDIS blue, and that golden autumn peach as well. So again, we're going to pop them on the board for you. Pinky number 1 is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, he's a 7. Pinky number 2 is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, he's a 7. Autumn peach, golden autumn peach number 1 is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, he's a 7. TARDIS blue is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, he's a 7.5. Icy blue is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, he's a 7. And your hot pink is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, he is a 6.5. What do you think to those, my lovely? Quads are perfect, and swap those, of course we can. Which 2 would you like on your jewellery? I'm gonna say that's quite close to a denim blue. And then what colour was it? Sorry, a bright red. Let me have. Ooh! One of our bright reds would be this one. Have a look at that. Oh, there we go. Have a look at that one there as well and see if that's going to be an okay shade for you. So the 2 at the top, so it's almost like a purpley blue, that one. So I think that's the closest to a denim blue we've got at the moment, but it does have that purple hint to it as well. But it does have blue to it, if you know what I mean. So it is that sort of, I don't know if that's close enough. And then is that red okay as well? Oh, bless you, Alison. Thank you for the stars, my lovely. It's very kind of you. And the quads on lobster fittings and the other 2 on jump rings. Of course you can. Right, so just confirm for me if those are okay. Let me bring you back up though so I can write this down. So I'm just going to circle, because obviously we've got that and that already. So invoice for 3 lobster fittings on the, hang on, and invoice for 1 jump ring. And then if I just pop them in the different bags and label the bags, then that'll be easier. Blue is perfect, and so is the red. Perfect. So what I'm just doing is I'm popping the quads in a bag and labelling that lobster fittings. See, that way we're not going to get them mixed up. and then the denim blue and the red in here, and labelling those jumpering. Okay, perfect. I've got that down for you, my lovely. And again, the invoice for the additional ones will get sent through for you tomorrow, and that will go to the email address that's on the order form. That's safe on there for you. Lou, I hope you're happy with everything. Thank you very, very much for the donations with your shells as well. And that's safe up there for you. Have you not? I swear I popped one in. Yes, let me just, I'm going to write that underneath. In fact, send LC card. I've popped it in caps right across the middle. But I swear I added one in, but no, I've got it down. You'll definitely get one. I might pop ×2 actually, because if you haven't had one for a while, you don't want to fill one up and then not have one spare in case. I don't know how many stick. I'll send you 2, and if yeah, that's fine. Sorry Lou, but that's got big writing now across there. Definitely get one sent out for you. Okay, so like I say, I hope you'll be happy with everything once it arrives. Perfect. And up next then this evening is Sheila Lowe. Sheila, are you here? No, you're very, very welcome, Lou. Sheila was here earlier, wasn't you? So hopefully, fingers crossed, she's still here. Hello, Sheila, my lovely. So you've got the one opening altogether. Mystery and donate your shells. Now again, is there certain colours that you're hoping for? So let me get this open. And let's go down. So in your mystery oyster, oh, lighter pop there. Oh, and I can see a peeper right at the bottom of this one. So again, there's your mother of pearl. There's no pearls on that side. And I can see at the bottom here, you have a lilac purple. And there's no more in that one. Okay, so we have a lilac purple, Sheila. Oh, you was hoping for either a purple or a green. Perfect. So let me hold this one up for you so you can have a closer look. What do you think to this one? Now, if you're not happy with this purple, we can swap him for you. It's going to be completely up to you what you think and what you would like to do as well. Good night, Carol. Thank you for joining us this evening. Your purple is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5. He is a 7. What do you think to that one? Again, I'm just going to hold it up so you can have a closer look, my lovely. There we go. It's perfect. Don't have that colour yet. I'm sorry, my comments froze again. I've just loaded the new screen. Let me come back to you. So what happens, Sheila, I don't know why, but every now and then after a couple of hours, my screen on my comments freezes. So I have to open up a new window and sort of, yeah, reload it kind of thing. So that's what just happened. I just had to reload everything. So I'm sorry that your comment didn't come through to me straight away, but it's coming through now. So yeah, I'm sorry for the delay in my reaction, but I'm glad you're happy with your pearl colour there. So I'm just popping it on here for you as well. So I do hope, like I say, you're happy with everything. And again, apologies that I was just sitting there sort of waiting for you to answer when you already had then. And thank you very much for the donations with your shells as well. And that's safe up there for you. Okay, so up next is Leah Walton. Leah, are you here? Oh, Michelle, that may just be a, once I go down and come back up again, it will refresh. It won't be internet. My husband is is head of IT at his work company, so he would not let our internet drop below par. Obviously, if the whole area goes down, that's out of his control. But yeah, he would not accept. Yeah, it's just, yeah. But thank you. No, Sheila, you're very, very welcome. And Leah, you're here as well. So you have mystery donate the shells. So let's go. Oh, no, sorry. Let's pick out your mystery oyster first. So here is your mystery oyster and let's go down. Is there a certain colour that you're hoping for then, my lovely? So in here, we have a lighter pop there. And in here, there is your mother of pearl. And I can see a darker peeper with this one, my lovely. So if we pop, oh, run away, pop him out, bring him back, and then let me have a squidge in here. Normally goes up around November time, Lindsay. There's no more in that one. Because, I mean, I would love to just go Christmas now, don't get me wrong. And we do have the starts of our Christmas section on the website. And actually, there's new Christmas something on the website went on today as well. But I don't think I can start proper Christmas in September. I don't think, yeah. Now, this one, my lovely, is a dark purple, but it's very dark. Hopefully you can see the purple shining through there. What do you think to this one? Now, again, if you're not happy with this one, we can swap it for you. So again, it's going to be your choice on what you would like to do. So he's not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5. He is an 8. Swap for a yellow, of course we can. Do you have a preference to a sunshine or a lemon yellow? So this is a sunshine yellow and this is a lemon yellow. So I'm actually going to pop them on the board for you, just because with the yellows and sometimes the pinks, it's easier to see the shades on the board. So yeah, Sunshine Yellow is the brighter of the two. Lemon Yellow is the more softer of the two. Which one would you prefer? Hello, Bronny. Lemon Yellow, perfect. That one is yours. Let me just pop this Sunshine Yellow back. Okay, perfect. So that Lemon Yellow is yours. So I hope you'll be happy with everything as well once it arrives. And thank you for the donations with your shells as well. So that's safe on there, and then that's safe up there for you. Perfect. And up next is Jane Ward. Jane, are you here? Jane Ward, are you here? Oh, sorry, my lovely. Yes, of course you can. I'll pop that down for a lobster fitting. Your invoice will get sent through for you tomorrow, and it will go to the email address that's on the order form, okay? Of course you can. Oh no, it's fine. I kind of guessed it was please, but yeah, that's fine. That's not a problem. Be sent through for you tomorrow. And Jane, you're here as well. Hello, hello, hello. Jane, you have one opening altogether. Rainbow and Donate. Now, can you just confirm for me, is that the Expand the Rainbow you would like, which are the lighter rainbow colours? Or we do have the new rainbow bag, which are the darker rainbow colours. Or did you mean the mystery, which is obviously a mix of all the colours? So when people say rainbow, I normally assume it's the Expand the Rainbow bag. But like I say, if you can just confirm for me which one you would like. We didn't want to get it wrong, that's all. Yep, we are, Emily. However, this is currently the last order, I think. So if you would like to order, let me know, and then I won't end the live while you do so. Because I'd hate for you to order and then us to end and you to come back and obviously we're gone. So yeah, do let me know if you would like to, so then I can stay on, if that makes sense. Jane, hoping for anything bright. So this is your Expand the Rainbow Oyster. What's the first best feeling? Taking off the BRA. That's delightful. Yep, so perfect. This is the correct one for you. So this Expand the Rainbow Oyster is the correct one. So let's get this open. And we are, did you say donating the shells? Yes, perfect. So looking for that orangey colour, donating the shells. Good luck, Jane. There is one side and the other side. Oh, and in here you have a apple green, and there's no more in that one. So you have a lighter, brighter apple green here. Let me hold him up for you. So if you would prefer to swap this for a coral or a more orangey colour, we can do that for you. just let me know what you would like to do. So here's the apple green in the sand. And then if we pop them on the board, apple green is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, he's an 8. So let me grab one of these ones for you. Let me see, would you be happy with this shade here? Would that shade there be okay? Perfect, perfect. That one is yours then, Jane. Let me pop him in here for you. Okay, so I hope that you'll also be happy with everything then once it arrives. And of course, thank you very, very much for the donations with your shells as well, my lovely. And, sorry, I ate my hair there. That's safe up there for you. Sorry, I'll get used to my hair being down soon. Okay, so Jane, you're very, very welcome. Who was it? It was Emily. Emily said that she would like to place an order, so we're just going to talk now. Pamela, if you're still here, let me find a mirror something for you, because if you would like to see, is that mirror? Haha, that one's mirror. Okay, so this is for Pamela. If you're still here, you wanted to see a mirror charm. So the charms will obviously just be in the shape of your choice, if that's whatever one you're looking at, but it will have this colour to it. Okay, so this is the mirror, and this has got blues, yellows and purples, and that's just depending on where the light hits it. So you can see lots of blues and purples, and if we go, hang on, let me just readjust so the light hits it in a different place. There you go, so then you've got yellows as well. Okay, so that was for Pamela, just to see what the mirror effect with the Swastika crystals is like. Let me bring you back up. Oh, I remember the false lashes. I mean, I didn't wear them much, but I wore them a couple of times. And yeah, sometimes even on the night out when you're done and you're waiting for your friend to go home, and you just pull them off. That is a delightful feeling. I'm not going to lie. We did, Sophie, and I mean we can't do that unless Aaron's in the room to accept the challenge, if you say, because otherwise he will not stick to it. And Emily, donate the shells. Hello, Emily. Let me just refresh this, and if you pop that through, I'll print it off. Ah, yes. Okay, perfect. So just give me a moment, my lovely. So what type of oyster would you like? So like to donate your shells, that's absolutely fine. What type of oyster would you like? Come back here. Oh, Pamela, you're very welcome. Hello, Samantha. Okay, so that's printed off there, Emily. You've got one opening altogether. It does say mystery here, but just confirm. Yeah, mystery. Perfect. Mystery oyster, donating the shells. Is there a certain colour that you're hoping for? So again, let's go down. And in here, we have a softer pop there. And there's your mother of pearl. Now I can see a peeper towards the side here. That might actually pop out as I pick it up. It did. You've got a darker chocolate pearl there. Now we're just going to have a squidge in here. And there's no more in that one. So you have a dark chocolate, Emily. Now again, if you're not happy, we can swap him for you. And if you are happy, that's perfect. Just let me know what you prefer. So here's your chocolate in the sand. And if I pop him on the board for you as well, you'd like a sea green. So if you would like to swap this, we can swap him for a sea green. This chocolate's not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7. He is a 7.5. I'm just going to grab a sea green for you. So if you would prefer, you can have this sea green if that's the correct shade for you as well. Swap please. Another chocolate bites the dust. But no, what do you think to that sea green? Are you happy with that one there? Love that. Perfect. That one is yours as well. Let me bring you back up. Emily, thank you for the donations with your shells. And so I hope you'll be happy with everything once it arrives. And that's safe up there for you. Perfect. So that has brought us to the end of our order list. I'm just going to refresh this though, because again, I hate going and then like 2 minutes after an order comes through and I feel so bad. Honestly. So no, nothing's come through there, so we are going to end it there for tonight. Now we're going to be back again on what day? It's on Sunday, so we'll start the live earlier, around 7:30 BST on Sunday. So if you would like to join us, if you would like to order, you can do so for Sunday evening. I look forward to seeing you. Thank you all for joining us tonight, and I hope you all have a brilliant weekend as well. Take care. Bye.